What's going on, guys? The TNT Muffin here, and today I am going to be doing a tier list video. I'm going to be ranking all of the Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. I did a video like this over 4 months ago, but in that video I didn't have the Security Breach plushies on that list, and also now the new Curse of Dreadbear merchandise has been revealed, so now on this list we also have that stuff, and I think this is just a better list overall. So I'm going to rank all of the plushies, give my opinion on them, and I have a Capri Sun flavor of the day is Fruit Punch. So it looks like we're starting off with one of the new plushies, Jacko Chica. So this plushie, here's a closer look at it. This one, I used to think that it was really good, but then I saw this side angle view of it, and it looks really strange. I expected this beak to be like a full beak and then have teeth on top of it, but instead they just took the top half of the beak, and then the rest of it is just like pushed all the way in, like flat, which is really strange. I don't know why they did that. And then also the bib is printed on, everything on the body is printed on, there's a bunch of printed on color on the face, but it doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna put it at C for now. There are a lot of different categories, so this might move up later on, but right now I'll just put it at a C. Now another Jacko Bonnie. This one I think is a little bit better. There isn't really anything wrong with this plushie except for so much of it's printed on color. But I mean, the colors are all accurate, it's very detailed. I think it's a good plushie. It's disappointing that so much printed on, but I think it still looks really good, and I'm pretty excited for it to be released. Now, Captain Foxy. This one, just like the other two, everything is pretty much printed on. I'm going to put it at the same level as Jacko Bonnie. The reason I feel like it should stay at the same level as Jacko Bonnie is because, like I said, the body is printed on, so this, like, big vest thing, or big coat, whatever you want to call it, it's just all printed on. He does have a little collar, which I think is cool. His hat is just a flat little thing. I was hoping it would be like an actual hat, but it is just one flat cardboard felt. Someone said it was felt, that was the material. So just a felt thing. Also the hook is just a little piece of felt 2D thing. So, I mean, it looks good, but it's just, I don't feel like it's that much better than Jacko Bonnie. I think I'll move Jacko Bonnie down to C, actually. Golden Freddy, so a very rare plushie. This one is worth over $100 now. One of the rarest plushies. It's pretty cool, but is it that good? I mean, it's just Freddy, but he's yellow and has black eyes. So, I mean, it looks good, but it's not that cool. I'm just going to keep it where Captain Foxy is, because there's not really anything too special about it. Shadow Freddy, same thing, basically just Golden Freddy, but they colored it purple. Shadow Freddy's the rarest plushie right now. I think a tagged Shadow Freddy is worth like $300, which is pretty insane. But, you know, we're not ranking them by rarity, we're ranking them by how much I like them. Spring Bonnie. This plushie, actually, I think is really cool. It's a new mold for the Bonnie plushies. Like Shadow Freddy and Golden Freddy, they're just Freddy, but colored differently. But Spring Bonnie, they didn't just recolor Bonnie, they made an entirely new mold for it, and I think it's really cool plushie. Mangle. So, Mangle is not the best. It is not the worst looking plushie, but compared to actually Mangle, it's very inaccurate. I think they could have done a lot better with it. There's no printing on color, which is good, but there's nothing too special about it. I guess I'll put it at B. Dreadbear. This is probably one of the best plushies out of the Cursed Dreadbear merchandise. There's no printed on color on it, and it's pretty accurate plushie. It looks a little bit wonky, but who really cares? This one, I'm gonna put it at A for now. Maybe I'll change it later, but I think it looks really cool. Phantom Foxy. I do not like this plushie. This plushie, not only is it just completely a recolor, but also it's not even Withered Foxy. Phantom Foxy in FNaF 3 is Withered Foxy, but all burnt and stuff like that. But this plushie is just regular Foxy, but recolored. Technically in FNaF VR, Phantom Foxy is just regular Foxy, but this plushie was made before FNaF VR, so it's gonna go all the way down to E. Nightmare Bonnie, one of the rarest plushies, worth about the same price as Golden Freddy. I think it's alright. It's not the best. They did just use the Bonnie mold, and I guess the colors are a little bit inaccurate. I'll put it at B for now. Maybe I'll change it later, but for now I'll keep it at B. Toy Chica. So this plushie is a very good one. I really like that they didn't just take the Chica mold, they actually made a whole new mold, and they've been using this mold for a lot of different Chica plushies. But yeah, very good plushie, very accurate. I don't see anything wrong with it, no printed on color or anything, so it's gonna go into A. The Cupcake plushie. It's a pretty good plushie. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a little weird that they made the FNaF 2 cupcake and not the FNaF 1 cupcake. I feel like it would have been a lot cooler if they did the FNaF 1 cupcake, but I guess this is also fine. Nightmare Cupcake. I have it right here. This is one of my favorite plushies. I think it's perfect. I don't see anything wrong with it. No printed on color. Big improvement from the original Cupcake plushie. I think it's really good. Definitely an S tier plushie. The puppet is a very good plushie. I think it gets a lot of hate because of this plastic mask that it has on, but I think it's cool. I like that they made a different material, because the puppet does have this plastic mask, so I think it's pretty cool. I like that they did it, and I think it's very accurate, very good looking, very cool plushie. Toy Bonnie plushie. This one, just like the puppet, I think gets a little too much hate. I like that they did a new Bonnie mold, and it's very accurate, no printed on color. I think it's a very good plushie. Grim Foxy. I'm gonna put him down at C tier just with these guys. Just like the other three, just a bunch of printed on color. I think it's cool if they added the hook, but other than that, there's not too much special about him. Colorway plushie, I'm just gonna put it at F. All of these spring colorway plushies can go into F tier. Nothing special about them. They're just recolors of recolors, which is strange. I'll put the black lights down at E tier. Actually, yeah, black lights can go down to F as well. They're just recolors. The spring colorways, I think, are a little bit worse because they're recolors of recolors. But they're not too bad, I guess. They're cool to have. I think they are cool plushies. But, I mean, they're just completely recolors. There's nothing special about them at all. Toy Freddy. It's an alright plushie. The thing is, it's not too accurate to the game, and they also did just use the regular Freddy mold for it. So it's exactly the same as regular Freddy, but he's colored darker for some reason. He has cheeks and he has buttons, and he has the red ribbon on his hat. I think it is a really cool plushie, but it's just not that accurate to the game. Funtime Foxy plushie. I do think this is a really good plushie. I'm going to put it at A tier. I do really like it. Actually, I'm putting it down to B. It doesn't have the hook, because this is the Funtime Foxy from FNaF 2 and FNaF World. This one is always seen with a hook, so it's not the most accurate. I think it is a cool plushie, but yeah, does have some flaws. Regular Chica plushie, it's nothing special. It can go down to B tier. Regular Foxy is fine. It can go in B tier as well. Nightmare Foxy does have a few flaws with it. It's a little weird that they have the eye patch above the eye. He shouldn't even have an eye patch. Also, for some reason, they gave him like black pupils. That's the only one of the Nightmare plushies they gave that, I'm pretty sure. Because Nightmare Bonnie over here, he has white pupils. Nightmare Cupcake, white pupils. Nightmare Freddy down here, I think he's just completely red. Speaking of Nightmare Freddy though, Nightmare Freddy, I'm just going to put him at the same tier as Nightmare Foxy. He's a cool plushie. He's not 100% accurate though. The withering is on the incorrect ear, and his eyes are red for some reason. They should be like an orangish yellow color. Springtrap, I think it's a pretty cool plushie. It's getting a little bit more rare now. I think a tagless one is worth like $30, and I've seen a tagged one go for like $45. So this guy's getting a little bit rare. This plushie though, it's good. The only problem with it that I see is that the mouth is pretty low down. If it was a little bit higher, it would be better, but I think it's still pretty good. No print on color, lots of detailing. I like the wires sticking out. I think that's very cool. Candy Cadet. I think this is going to be our first D tier. It's not as bad as Phantom Foxy, just because it is a new mold. It's sort of accurate to the game, but I mean the entire thing, the entire plushie is printed on color. There's nothing on it that is sewn in. Everything is printed on. But, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's an alright plushie. Also pretty rare. I think I saw one go for like $90, which is crazy. But, yeah, there's nothing special about it. It's not the worst plushie. It's alright. I'm gonna put it at D tier. L-Chip, pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I mean, the coloring is all good. It's a very accurate plushie. I like the hat. It's pretty cool. Happy Frog. Happy Frog's pretty rare now, too. I think she's worth like $60, $80. She's worth a lot now. She's a pretty good plushie. A tier. Very accurate. Probably the most accurate of the FNaF 6 plushies. I think it's very good. Helpy. I forgot about Helpy, actually. He might be the most accurate of the FNaF 6 plushies. I don't know. He's a very good plushie. His jumbo ones are a little bit better than his small ones. Like I said, though, the jumbos aren't on this list. I do really like the Helpy plushie. Very accurate. No printed on color. Very good plushie. Lefty. Oh, that's not Lefty. Go back down. Lefty. Pretty good. I'll put him at the B tier. Actually, I might move some more stuff down to B tier. I think I'm gonna move the Puppet and Happy Frog down to B tier, and L-Chip. I think they're good plushies. They're just not anything too special about them. I mean, L-Chip does have his sombrero, but... Oh, actually, he does have a cool tail. I guess I'll put him at A. Happy Frog and Puppet moving down to B, though. Mr. Hippo's pretty cool. I think he's pretty accurate. Nothing too special about him, though. Same with Orville. Nothing too special, but he's pretty accurate. Pig Patch. Pig Patch is a bit of a strange one. I'm actually going to put him in C tier. He is a good plushie. I guess I'll put him at B tier. He's a good plushie, but the thing is his head is, like, way too tall. I'll show a thing here, but I was actually able to like squish down my Pig Patch's head. I don't know how, I just like squished as hard as possible, and then it, for some reason, stayed like that. So if you do that, it's a pretty good plushie, but he doesn't come like that out of the box, so he's not that good. I think I'm gonna have to rearrange this list a little bit, because I feel like some of these could be a little bit lower, like Pig Patch should be lower than the rest of these guys. I think I'm gonna move Chica down to C tier, she's not that good. Rockstar Foxy, I think he's alright. It's a little strange that they printed on his kneecaps. His parrot's alright. It's a little weird that they put the eye patch, like, inside of the coloration of his eye. It just looks a little weird. It's like he has an eye patch just on his actual eye instead of the whole thing. It's still an alright plushie though, I'll keep it at B, I guess. Rockstar Foxy, pretty much is the same as Lefty, he's alright. Regular Bonnie, nothing special, he can go at B tier. Chocolate Bonnie, I think he is pretty good. I think I'm gonna put Chocolate Bonnie at A tier. Or, yeah, I'll keep him at A tier. I like that they did wither his ears. I think he's a pretty good plushie, they used a different bow tie. I guess a lot of it is printed on though. Let me look. Yeah, pretty much his whole body section is printed on, so maybe I should give him B. I guess I'll give him B. I mean, I gave these guys B, so I guess I'll put Chocolate Bonnie at B as well. Frostbear though, I think Frostbear is a super good plushie. I'm putting him at A tier. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a very accurate plushie. Just very cool. Regular Freddy, nothing too special. He can go at B tier. Oh, these guys. So we're going on to the Security Breach plushies. These guys are probably going to go down with Candy Cadet. They're all just loads of printed on color. They also have a really weird material. I'm actually going to put Phantom Foxy up here, and I'm going to move these guys down to E tier. Because I actually kind of like Phantom Foxy plushie, but these guys, I have not bought any of them. I hate them. They're so bad. They have a lot of printed on color on the bodies, the material is really bad, they're not that accurate to the game, they're all reused molds, it's just not good. For some reason, Vanny, they reused the Toy Bonnie mold instead of the, like, Spring Bonnie or regular Bonnie molds, it's just very strange. Phantom BB, I think it's a pretty decent plushie. There's nothing too wrong with it. It is just a recolor, but it's pretty good. I like it. Security Puppet, he's alright. I mean, I would put him at A tier if he had less printed on color. A lot of stuff on him is printed on color, pretty much everything on him, but I like that they actually put him in the box. I like his hat. I think it is a pretty cool plushie. If it had less printed on color, I'd probably put it at A tier, maybe even S tier if everything was sewn in and not printed on. But, like, pretty much everything on this plushie is printed on color, so it can go at B tier. Lolbit, pretty good plushie. Lolbit's very rare now. Lolbit's like $80 right now, I think. Like $70 to $80. It's a good plushie. I like it. I wish they had put it in a TV, like how they put Security Puppet in a box. They would think it would have been cool if they made Lolbit just a big TV with the head poking out like they did with the Mystery Mini and Pop figures. I think that could have been really cool. Stanley, no, he's not good. He's very bad. Everything printed on. It's not a very good plushie. Also, weird character. I don't know why they made Stanley. It's pretty strange. Theodore, though, probably the best plushie in the Twisted Ones wave. Very good. Definitely going in A tier. Honestly, I think it goes in S tier. Theodore is such a good plushie. They completely made a new mold. I really like his ears. There's nothing printed on. He's very detailed. He even has wires sticking out of him. I think it's one of the best plushies. It's super good. It's a little strange that they made one of these random book characters like one of the best plushies. But I'm not complaining. We get a really cool plushie. Now onto the rest of the Twisted Ones characters. They're not the best. I mean, they're not anything bad. There is a lot of printed on color on them. But they're pretty accurate from what we've seen of the Twisted Ones characters. So they're not that bad. Except Twisted Chica. Twisted Chica's awful. Twisted Foxy, he's fine. I think he's alright. Same with Twisted Freddy. Twisted Wolf, I'm actually going to put him at A tier. I really like the Twisted Wolf plushie. Not too much wrong with him, and I like his fur. I think it's a pretty cool plushie. If they had him diagonal, like the cross-section between, like, physical and animatronic, if that was diagonal, it would be a much better plushie, because it would be more accurate to the game. But I think it's still fine. It's very good. Looks like one of the spring colorways is hiding towards the bottom. He is an F tier. Ballora. Ballora's really bad plushie. D tier for sure. A lot of this plushie is printed on color. It's not that accurate. Honestly, they should have went with their prototype for it. There was this, I don't know where this image originates from, but there was apparently this prototype Ballora plushie, and if you look at it, it's a lot more accurate. way better of a plushie. It's too bad that they, for some reason, made this thing instead. Now on to Bonnet. I'm not sure why they made Bonnet and not Bonbon, but Bonnet, it's a pretty good plushie. There's not anything too special about it, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna put it at A tier, pretty accurate. Baby is a pretty good plushie. I'll put her at B tier. I do not like that they use the weird humanoid body kind of thing, especially because Baby is like one of the, I guess you could say, thickest characters in the games. The regular plush body type would have fit a lot better, so it's a little weird that they did this for her. I don't know why they did that. I think it would have been better if they had made the regular plush body. Also, the plush babies in FNaF VR have the regular plush body, so I think they could have been a lot cooler like that. Ennard, he's alright. Again, they used the weird body type thing. I'm just gonna put him at B tier. There's also a Black Eye Ennard, but he's pretty much the same thing. He would also be at B tier. Exotic Butters. Definitely one of the best plushies, maybe even the best plushie. Exotic Butter is very good. Also very rare. I think he's worth over $100 now. I don't know why I said he. It's just Butter. But yeah, very cool plushie. I like it. Everyone likes it. I don't think there's anybody that dislikes this plushie. Funtime Foxy, it's alright. I mean, it's pretty accurate, but there is some printed on color on it. It's pretty good plushie though. Funtime Freddy, so I'm gonna put him at C tier. He's a little strange looking, just like Funtime Foxy, with some printed on colors on him, but the main thing is his eyes are very strange. Bonbon's alright, but I mean, it's not that good of a plushie. Now, the final one is Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy, I think, is a very good plushie. I don't know completely because I don't have it, but I think a lot of it is printed on color. But, I mean, overall, it's a very accurate plushie. I think it's really good, and I wish I had it. Balloon Boy is also pretty rare. I'm not exactly sure how much he's worth, though, because I pretty much never see him selling anywhere. So this is the list. Is there anything I want to change about it? I think I'm going to put Nightmare Bonnie in A tier. I think Nightmare Bonnie is a pretty good plushie. I think I'm also going to move Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, and L-Chip's already here, but Happy Frog and Mr. Hippo, I think they're very good. I'm going to put them back in A tier. Very accurate, there's nothing wrong with them, no printed on color. Forgot to mention, Mr. Hippo is also a very rare plushie. He's worth about the same amount as Happy Frog, so like $70 I think they are now. Pretty insane. I don't know why they randomly shot up in value. I think this is the final list. I think it's pretty good. Maybe a few things aren't 100% accurate, but I think I'm happy with it. It's too bad there aren't as many plushies in S tier. There are only 3 in there. I feel like after all these plushies there should be a lot more, but there aren't. But that's about the end of the video. If you want to subscribe, click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch some of my other videos, you can click these buttons over here. And I'll see you in, I don't know when I'll do the next tier list, but see you then whenever I do it, I guess.